Tomorrow. Alright, so, here we go. It's the one that says 8 oranges. 8 oranges. Alright, I want to know, last year in 6th grade, or in 5th grade if you were lucky enough, did you guys learn about the butterfly method?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so, we are going to do the butterfly method. And I do believe that Miss Benavente and Miss Bañuelos did not teach the butterfly method, so those of you who had them, you'll learn it today. Miss Garcia, known as Miss North now, did teach it, so... Alright, so let's zoom it in, let's focus. It's not very hard, and I have a couple of shortcuts to teach you along the way to make it a little bit easier. Alright, so we are going to be solving these problems, but we're not going to be solving it the way the packet showed us. So for number 1, it says the price of 8 oranges is $4. How much would 20 oranges cost? So I'm not going to find the unit rate. I'm not going to create a table like 1 orange costs this, 2 oranges cost this, all the way down to 20. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a proportion which is 2 fractions equal to each other. So you're on the side, the holes are on the left side, right? That's a big clue. All right, the holes are on the left. This says 8, so make sure it says 8 right there. The back side looks exactly the same, but there's no 8. All right. And after I teach it. Orlando, can you stop? Thank you. All right, so honestly, this worksheet is easy, but follow along on the little shortcuts that I'll teach you so you guys can do the hard ones tomorrow correctly. All right, so the price of 8 oranges is $4. How much would 20 oranges cost? Here's my shortcut. Pay attention. You see this first sentence here? This first sentence will create your first fraction. So the first sentence will be your first fraction. Okay? Ignore everything else for now. The price of 8 oranges is $4. Okay. What are the 2 numbers that they give us in the first sentence?
8 and 4.
8 and 4. So that's going to be our fraction. 8 and 4. But wait! Please label this. What does the 4 mean? The 4 means money. What does the 8 mean?
Oranges.
Oranges. I'm going to put a G for oranges. I put an O second period, and a lot of kids thought I put 80, so their math was wrong. So I'm going to put G because there's a G in orange. Don't ask me.
80, how?
Because I put an O for orange, and then they thought it was 80. So, now, Jordan, we are going to label, because the number 1 mistake I saw kids do is they place the numbers in the wrong spot, and the way we try to lessen that is by labeling. It takes 10 seconds, but it's going to help you. All right, so first sentence, first fraction. That's it. Now, look at the second sentence. How much would 20 oranges cost? Okay, so the third number they give us is 20. 20 what? Oranges. So where does that go? On the top or the bottom? On the top, because oranges are on the top, right? So that means that it's 20 oranges. Now, do we know how much money right now that costs? Yes, but we're doing this because guess what Miss Lamelli grades? Miss Lamelli grades the work.
The second number we add is divided by 4.
Okay, so this is our proportion. Now, I understand that some of you can solve this in your head and whatnot. Again, like I said, I made this worksheet easy. Not so you can do it in your head, necessarily, but to show you the math without dealing with big numbers. All right, so the butterfly method, we're going to create a butterfly. So we circle. And whatever we circle, we're going to create like the butterfly wings. Whatever we circle, we're going to multiply it. So what did I circle in this?
8 and X.
So we're going to put 8 times x. Because that's what's in the first circle. Now, x is what we're solving for. Now we're going to do the other circle going the other way, now creating a butterfly. What's in this second circle that I used?
4 and 20.
Okay, so I'm going to put an equal sign to separate everything, and then I'm going to go 4 times 20. Very good. So this is called the butterfly method. Whatever I circle, I'm going to multiply by. Okay, now I'm going to do the math. What's 8 times x?
8.
Nice, good. Sound like 8th graders. What's 4 times 20? 80. Very good. Now let's think of 7th grade. What do I do to get x by itself? Divide by 8. Very good. I know, but when it becomes harder, Jordan, this is what you're going to rely on. 10.
Yeah.
All that. That's a lot.
OMG, dude.
That's a lot of what?
You've done this before. This is one-step equations. This is actually 6th grade. It's not. All right, we're going to skip number 2.
Wait, miss.
Yes.
Can I show you how I think you could do it? And it actually gives you the answer 10.
No, I know. Jordan got 10 like 5 minutes ago. And then I said, okay, I know some of you can do it in your head and whatnot. That's not what I'm teaching. I'm teaching the way that works every single time. And then Jordan kind of kept them to himself, realizing like, yeah, she's done this to me before. She knows I know the answer, and he does it really fast in his own magical way, and then he respects me enough to just let me teach. It's a compliment, Jordan. That's a compliment. Take it. All right. Let's do number 4.
Wait, are we skipping it? Like, no, like, I know you're skipping it, but like, do we have to skip it when we do the work?
Number 4. I'm not going to sit there, though. A recipe that makes 4 dozen cookies requires 3 cups of sugar. How many cups of sugar are needed to make 15 dozen? Oh, it's a decimal answer. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to set up a proportion. First sentence is your first fraction. So this is my first sentence. That's my first sentence. We're using some English skills. All right. A recipe that makes 4 dozen cookies requires 3 cups of sugar. Okay, so what are the 2 numbers? 4 and 3. Now, what does the 4 mean? Dozen cookies. So I'll write a C for cookies. Oy. Okay, and the 3, what does the 3 stand for? Cups of sugar. Let's write S for sugar. Now, could you write something different? Yeah, just as long as you know what your letters mean. Now, second sentence. How many cups of sugar are needed for 15 dozen? So where does the 15 go? Dozen cookies. On the top or the bottom? Yeah. And then X on the bottom. So, Jaden, how would you solve this?
You have to do 4 times x,
Oh, yes, the butterfly method.
and then like 3 times 15.
Because do shortcuts always work? No.
Oh,
But the way I'm teaching you right now always works. Could your brain be processing it differently for number 1 and get me an answer faster? Yes. But you always still have to learn it the long way, because the long way will always work. Will I show you shortcuts later? Yeah. But right now we learn it the long way, and then if there is shortcuts, then you use them. If your answer is a decimal, shortcuts really don't work. It only really works when they're nice, clean answers. All right, so in this circle, I have 3 times 15, so I wrote that down. And in this circle, I have 4 times x, and that's what I wrote down right there. So what is 4 times x? 4x equals, what's 3 times 15?
45.
45. Okay? Now we're going to draw our bars. How do I get x by itself?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Now this is not going to be nice, right? Let's see, plug it into the calculator. What's 45 divided by 4? Oh, it's not that bad.
11.25.
Yeah. So Jordan, this one, clear example, right, of you have to just use the butterfly method. There's no way to make this easier.
Wait, so that's our answer? Like,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
well, I thought we had to like round up to make it not a decimal.
No, because you can measure out a quarter cup of sugar. It's a quarter. There's measuring tools.
Oh yeah, because it's 20.
Okay, can you guys start number 8? Number 8. You guys start number 8 on your own while I drink some tea. Number 8.
Okay.
Number 8. So I should see all of you reading and writing on number 8. First sentence.
32 balls.
Keep working. Write it down.
Wait, this one's hard.
No, it's not.
I don't get it.
First sentence, first fraction. So read the first sentence. Just the first sentence.
I know. But 18 minutes. Do I put 9 on top of 16? Or do I keep the 16 on top?
What does a 16 mean?
Balls.
Oh, okay. What does the 9 mean?
Minutes.
Okay. What does 18 mean?
Minutes.
So the minutes should be on the same line.
Oh, okay.
Minutes should be on the same line. That's why I'm asking you, like, put an M and a B just so you put them in the right spot. Because if you don't, then you end up crisscrossing them and everything is wrong. Okay, so what's our first fraction?
16 over 9.
16 over what? 9. And then the B and the M are there to help me place these. This will be B and this will be M. So if it says 18 minutes, where do I put the 18?
The bottom.
On the bottom, because it is minutes. That 2 seconds of me writing down B and M is going to help me do the math correctly. All right, use a calculator, unless you want to torture yourself.
I don't know if I messed up, but if I messed up, can I say the answer?
How do you know if you messed up with that?
Because I got a big number.
Did you divide by 9?
No.
So first you multiply, then you divide. So in this first circle I have 16 times 18, and in the second circle I have 9 times x.
No, it's because I did the first. I thought wrong. I wasn't looking at the screen.
Okay. No, you were supposed to do it before I do.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was fun.
What's
That was easy.
16 times 18?
What?
288.
It's 288.
Then what's my next step?
Divide by 9.
Use a calculator.
32.
X equals 32.
32?
What's the X
Yeah.
on the top of the butterfly?
Why is the x on the top of the butterfly?
Because that's the
That's
Ball.
his head.
There's an unknown number trying to figure out.
Wow, you said it better than I could.
How come the other ones always on the left side and the bottom?
It depends on what you're solving for. Are you solving for money? Are you solving for minutes? Are you solving for balls? Are you solving for chickens? Are you solving for cookies? Whatever you're solving for, that's where you place the X. It could be, I don't want to interrupt the staring, but it's kind of weird. Okay. So that's why Jaden, I've said it multiple times, label this. Label this. Your X could be anywhere. It could be on the first fraction. That's probably now going to be in 8th grade where the X is in the first fraction. Or a very hard 7th grade problem. Usually the X is over here, and it can go on the top, and it can go on the bottom. It all depends on what you're solving for. Huh?
Does honor class get like the
The honors class today, I taught this in 10 minutes. They were completely lost. Sorry. They got the ones, Jordan, that couldn't be solved in their head. Like, it was harder numbers. You're going to get that worksheet tomorrow.
I don't know if you can do it.
You can. And then you're going to be like, I can't believe honors didn't get this. No, they skipped the... I regret skipping this with them. Because remember, it's...
Honors.
Are we honored?
Some of you are way smarter than those kids. Didn't I say that yesterday?
Yeah, I'm so smart.
So can you just change our Aries and just put an H?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'll do it with the permanent marker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 10. No, some of you are extremely good in math. Easy. But you're great in math. Anyways, number 10. Let's do it. You do it. I won't do it, but you do it.
You made Joseph follow that thing.
Oh,
Number 10. Stop messing around and get working.
Is it 12?
Wait, it's a
10.
Oh, number 10.
Oh, you're taking shortcut. Why are you taking shortcut? This is good. They're gonna be usually, that's my habit. First number on top. Would you put it on the bottom? You could totally put it on the bottom. But for like 7th grade, I'm like, no, just the first number.
What are you saying?
You get the same answer as long as these match. Like 9 and 17 have to be on the same line. So if you put 9 and 18, you will get the same answer.
It's in the Adam shop.
It's when they just put it on the top.
Is that the last question we're doing with somebody?
Oh yeah, for sure. With 18 minutes left in class.
oh my god.
What other questions are we doing?
All right. So, how many Valentine Day cards, can I buy with $20?
12. 1.
One.
3.
You can buy 3 Valentines for $5.
What?
That's
Where?
It's the nice ones with the glitter.
Somebody in GTA 1 million pocket change.
Okay. So, 3 is $5. So if I have $20, am I gonna buy more than 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So obviously, you know you can buy more than 3. I don't know how many Valentine Day cards I'm going
It
to
doesn't
get.
matter where you put the X on the problem.
It does. It should be on the same line as the 3.
Is it 12?
Because these two numbers are money, Dylan. So the two numbers that have dollar signs have to go on the same line. You see how they're on the same line?
Yeah.
And then Valentines have to go on the same line. 3 and an unknown Valentine. Could you make it really hard and do this?
V-Bucks?
V-Bucks.
Could you write it backwards?
I'm by
Kinda.
You can. Because why? The money is still in the same line, right? So you could flip it, but the 3 and the X have to be on the same line.
Okay.
All right, so we get 3 times 20 and 5 times V. That 60 is equal to 5X, and then you solve. All right, we are going to do number 11. In number 11, there is a hidden number. A hidden number.
3 miles.
Okay. It is not 3. Stop shouting out, because you're making...
the mile.
Stop shouting out. Okay, your hidden number, for those of you who don't know, is in the first sentence. So read the first sentence again, and you're going to pull out 2 numbers from there.
11.
And she does not have a voicemail that's set up. She does. I tried calling, and her voicemail says, "This person has a voicemail that hasn't been set up yet."
Uh-oh. I think she blocked your number.
Oh, I bet she went on her mom's phone.
Oh,
I bet she I bet she blocked on her mom's number.
No, the blocking would not even get me that message. But I get the message of the voicemail hasn't
Well,
been
she
set up.
probably deleted the voicemail.
I
don't
No,
know.
that just means that her mom hasn't done her voicemail because that's what happens when like someone calls me because I don't have a voicemail.
That's cool.
My mom's phone died.
All right. So, Ruben and everybody else, what is the missing number on number 11? One what?
Mile.
Yep, good job.
The Mayo. I told you it was a
I know, but I wanted everyone to...
honors.
It's not honors material.
Well, let's see if you can set up the proportion correctly. Because if you can't set up the proportion correctly, everything else is wrong.
33 minutes.
So, 1 mile. How long does it take me to do 1 mile?
Oh, yeah.
11 minutes, so that goes on the bottom.
I messed up. Sorry.
So miles will go on the top and minutes will go on the bottom. So now look at the last number I gave you. Where does the last number go? On the top or the bottom? Top. And X goes on the bottom. Again, X will go on the top, bottom. It will change. It will never always be blank. It changes. It changes.
It's 11 minutes on a mile, bro.
It's faster than me.
I remember
should
last
run the
year,
mile
I got
race or
no time on my.
I only get 19.
So 3 times 11 is 33 is equal to 1x. What do I divide by? 1, which basically x equals 33. 33 minutes.
I did.
33 minutes for 3 miles isn't that bad.
All right, last one on this side. Number 5. And there is another hidden number. Keep it to yourself.
Hours. Oh.
Which one's number 5?
Number 5 with a hidden number. So set up your proportion. Your first step. Read the first sentence. Write the first fraction. Read the first sentence. Write the first fraction.
Is it like this?
What is the hidden number? Because there's still kids who don't have anything written down.
It's 1 hour.
1 hour. Very good. Very good for number 5. Number 5. Yeah, that's really hard. I don't know if you can do that. That's really hard. So, here's my first sentence. I need 2 numbers for my first sentence. Obviously, 15 is the easiest to locate. Money, 15. Now, Joseph earns $15 an hour babysitting his little brother. So what's my second number? An hour. Yes, I do need your English skills for this. This would be 1 hour. So $15 in 1 hour equals, bottom is hours, top is money. Where does your X go? Where does that money? And then 3. And then Margarita and I were struggling. I was struggling with, what's 1 times X?
1x.
Yeah. What's 15 times 3?
45.
And then what's my last unnecessary step?
Dividing by 1.
Divided by 1
X equals 45.
So X equals 45 what?
Money?
Dollars. They made $45.
You get $45 in 3 hours.
That would be terrible, imagine.
That is a
You
scam.
get paid for watching your
I can't
little
even
sibling?
buy beauty.
Wait, don't you get
You
paid
should.
monthly?
You should
I
show
got paid once.
you should show this to your parents if you babysit your younger brothers and be like, according to my math teacher, I should be getting paid $15 an hour for watching the children.
I babysat my brother for like whole day.
Okay, don't need
They
to know.
gave me like $10.
Oh, that's great. All right, in the back. I need you to do problems 1, 5, 6, 8, and 10. 1, 3, 6, 8, and 10.
Did you say 5?
1, 5, 1, 5, 6, 8, 10. 1, 5, 6, 8, 10. Most of them we did on the backside, so the setup is exactly the same. The only new one is number 6, and it's not terribly difficult. All right, so we have 10 minutes to do 5 problems. That's 2 minutes per problem. Oh, what? Huh? No, just as long as it's the same this way. Oranges.
Like the denominator has to be the same.
Yeah, like whatever the denominator is has to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Thing. 15.
Oh.
But you showed your work, so I caught your mistake. It was easy for me to catch it. The more you show your work, come on, write some fractions down. The first part is not even math. English. Yes. It's what you're missing. What are you solving for? Are you solving for hours or are you solving for money? Okay, so wherever you're putting money, that's where your X is. So set up, okay, draw 2 fractions. First off is 2 fractions. First sentence, first fraction, and tell me what those numbers mean. Put a little initial or dollar sign or letter that tells me what those numbers mean. Okay, so what? Cool. Okay. I'll read the second part. So what does it mean? Oranges or money? 4. What does it mean? 4 what? Okay, so where did you put oranges? Okay.
We have to do the graph. I know. You told me to negotiate with your mom. How much you should get paid. Yes. Let me stop the recording.